Good evening once again, everyone. My name is Mr. Smeghannigan, and tonight we're going to be doing part 18 of the Adventures of Alundra Let's Play. We've just been having a bit of a speak with, Kline, and we're going to have to go see what the hell is going on there. It's not going to be fun, let's just say that. What was it? We got Jess here, of course, being worried about things as per usual. I mean, wouldn't you? Considering the only hunter in the village has apparently gone off the rails. Not a good thing. Anyway, we're gonna go see if we can deal with what's going on. And considering, Sybil's premonition, as it were, this isn't looking good. Let's just say that. Most of the town's doors are most of the village's doors are gonna be locked because, well, nobody wants to deal with this sort of stuff. But we do have to go talk to Septimus before we can do anything. I suppose I should have gone to Kline's house first to see if anything changes there, but, well, you know, this was easier to do. It was easier to just go to Septimus's first and then deal with things. And yes, he is, as we are, certain that Kline is trapped in a nightmare. I mean, why wouldn't he be? I mean, the game basically revolves around these sort of things. If he wasn't trapped in a nightmare, we'd be really up the creek. And, excuse me. With that done, there's not much to do. We're just checking all the doors to make sure that they are, in fact, locked. Surprisingly enough, they all are locked. Crazy stuff, you know. And, yep, everyone's congregating outside Kline's house. They're all worried for the poor bugger. And, of course, they're all worried for the fact that if he does end up passing on, or if he's incapacitated, the town is basically defenseless. The village is defenseless. And of course, we've got more people apparently being creeped out by Kline. In almost I'd say it's an amusing way, but, well, if only they did wake up the dead, maybe we would have less, well, actually no, maybe that would be a bad idea. And yeah, we got people singing the praises, well, not singing the praises, but saying, oh, this new person can't even save him. What hope do you have? Oh, no, that was inferred more than anything. But anyway, everyone's thinking Maya's all that in a bag of chips, as it were. But you know what? She's not. I mean, yeah, she's good, but she doesn't have a weapon. She doesn't have a cool sword. See, I accidentally nearly cut off that guy's head. Now this guy's asking the real questions here. Why don't they get cable? I mean, what was it? Considering the time zone this game is set in, I suppose it makes sense, but I still don't know what the hell the technology levels are. They got guns. There's someone talking about latex earlier on, but oh boy, it's all over the damn shop. And yeah, we've got Maya here basically being quite pessimistic, saying she couldn't save him. What hope do we have? Well, start off. We are brilliant. We're amazing. We have to give him a chance, and of course, we are going to give him a chance. Unfortunately, it does risk. It is one hell of a risk. And we got more more hints here that the nightmares aren't just happening because, oh well, it's kind of like the plague or some shit. No, there's something causing them, or someone causing them. And yep, here we are. She seems to believe that we're just not paying attention. I know I'm not, because I've already seen all of this before. And now then, Maya does not want to give him a try. With good reason, of course. You know, she just doesn't believe it can't be done. But we're gonna have to try, aren't we? Otherwise, we're not gonna be able to get on with the story. Anyway, now then, let's get the hell inside his. Whoops, I forgot to actually turn towards him. Let's get inside his head. See if there's anything interesting going on here. Oh man, I gotta love that transition. And with that, we are inside Kline's dreamscape. Nightmare, my mistake. And for once it's got different music, which is always welcome. The only problem is, yeah, because it's a snowy landscape, it is pretty much, well, everything snowy is gonna be slidey. Although, weirdly enough, these ice pillars aren't slidey. This bridge is also not slidey, which is always good. But, yeah, this is going to be a fun one, as you might be able to tell from the length of the video. That is one hell of a cool entrance. I've got to rebuild that at some point. Alright. First off, it's not too difficult, but it is kind of irritating, because we've got 3 paths, and like, oh, which one do you have to go down? Ooh. Too late. Well, what was it? You may have to go. You have to go down all 3 of them, and they're all laden with spike balls, and they all have buttons. But obviously that one won't work. I think you have to press all 3 of them to get one of them to open. But I didn't remember exactly how it worked, so I didn't want to take chances. I did, however, want to take damage because I'm a very smart person. Yeah, these what was it? The sliding physics in this game are rather annoyingly slippery, but you know they're not even the good kind of slippery where you can sort of tell where you're gonna go. I don't know why I jumped into that one. You'll sometimes get stuck on the sides. You'll sometimes what was it? It's a little difficult to explain it's a little difficult to explain. It's a lot easier to watch it. These rocks, of course, are just high enough that actually no, thinking about it, it's not that they're just high enough that Alundra can't jump over them. It's more because they're still covered with, you know, snow and such. If you were to land on one of them and get a bit of bad footing, you might end up injuring himself. So, you know, why do it? Anyway, weirdly enough, Kline's nightmare escape is still infested with slime somewhat. Seriously, these things are everywhere. I like that as well. If you hit something with one of those ice blocks, it does end up doing ice damage to them. What differences do these damages have? Well, I don't really remember. I think it's just different visual effects. Got the save point there, which I'll be visiting about in a minute, just to make sure that everything is saved and all that sort of shiz. The fun thing is, the save point has the same look as the dungeon, but it's not slippery. You know, it looks snowy, but you can walk around as if you had decent footing on it. Anyway, we'll just go up the ramp here and have a quick save, a quick heal as it were, and on to the next area. Or just skip that bit rather. This dungeon, or this nightmare is a bit of an iffy, a bit of a bad, difficult one. Because there's a lot of closed doors everywhere. We're not able to get anywhere until we find a button that allows us to continue to the next area. It's the usual, as you know. Thankfully, I'm able to find that area pretty damn quick, because it's up here, in a random cave. Who'd have thought it? Lords and nooks and crannies in this guy's head. Here's what... I really should stop leaning on that door. Here's the fun thing. This boulder will apparently stop moving if you're right in front of it. Yeah, but this boulder moves based on which way these levers are turned. And will, rather amusingly, keep on rolling until you hit something. Yeah, excuse me. I'm not entirely sure why I stopped it there, but, alright. I kind of forget what I was trying to do with the switch there. I did, however, manage to get that set up properly, on the first try, no less. And here's the reason we gotta have the damn boulder up here in the first place. So we can smash through these rocks. Isn't that just brilliant? Fortunately, the tiny boulder sacrifices its life. And here we have more of whatever the hell the creature's Sarah was. Thankfully, they go down to a single charge strike, so it's always a good thing. What was it? Yes, we got several buttons to press once again. It's almost all the time. There's always buttons. Where's that last button, I hear you think? Well, as per usual, it's in the crevice. Weirdly enough, when you press the next button, it doesn't cause the button to push up out of the ground. I guess it just teleports the damn thing with some shit, I don't know. Anyway, with the full heal there that we didn't really need, we can find, I'm not entirely sure if that had any reason to exist other than to just give us a full heal, but whatever. We've activated it, so something happens. And we get, the Gilded Falcon of this nightmare, which is always a good thing. It means we don't have to worry about finding the damn thing anymore. And now we're gonna have to really shut up that monster before it gets on our nerves too much. Bloody teleporting everywhere. Really irritating. Now these things, they are very irritating because they will always teleport before they... yes, here we have, all the doors open. They will always teleport when you attack, unless they are in the middle of their attack animation themselves. As you can see there. And the fun thing is, they will attack, they attack with their guts. It's kind of weird. Finally, this bloody thing will actually let me attack. And I thought, what's the point? Let's just bugger off. It's not like I'm needing to kill it. Anyway. With that done, as you can see, these pillars are going to be fun. They move in the direction that you push them and won't stop moving until they hit something. Or, fall into a pit, but, technically different things. And now, blinking. Sorry, now we're going to be going into the first pillar, the first one of these, how you say, towers. And here we have one of the many ice pillar puzzles that are in this level. This one isn't too difficult because, oh well, this is really simple. We just need to move this top pillar here to the right. Well, no, we need to move this top pillar to the left, and then push it up, and then push all, well, move that to the left once, and then push all the pillars up. It is damn simple. Like, seriously. This one is really simple compared to the one that we're going to be encountering in a short while. That one required me to delete like a ton of retries. It's not good. And we're done. It doesn't matter if we get off the button now. We just need to have stepped on it for long enough that, or we need to step on all of them so that they activate. Now then, we need to clear out all the Saras here. Saras, I think it is. Yeah, we need to clear all these gut monsters so that they're not bloody getting in our way. With that, and of course, you know, constant teleporting noises. And there is a thing to do with that, but I somehow managed to misinterpret it at first. Because, oh well, jumping on it's not working. That's how I remember doing it in the past. And this one is this puzzle is a little more tricky because, oh well, I wonder what you gotta do here. Yeah, it's, what was it? Basically, we've got to push these pillars into different directions so that they catch each other as they go. It's pretty interesting. If you can figure it out, immediately, you're doing good. Because this took me like a minute or so. These, what was it? You know how there are always puzzles in games, or there's always this one thing in a game where if a child or someone who is uneducated, I suppose, someone who's not very smart, I don't know. Basically, if they don't know what they're doing, what the hell was I doing standing there for no reason? Oh yeah, I wanted to do that. Basically, you always get these puzzles that if you're not very clever, you don't know what to do with them. I was one of those unclever people. I always had trouble with these ice pillars. And of course, with the last button, the door clangs open. Oh yeah, I remember now. With this one, you had to kill all the enemies. I think you had to kill all the enemies. As you can see, the bomb just disappears there. And we finally discover what the hell you meant to do. Let me get here. Now, this puzzle is not really a puzzle. It's just, well, technically it's a puzzle, but it's not that difficult. Oh, give me a second. And here we have a life vessel. It's amazing. And now we're up to 20 HP properly. Let's see. Sorry about the typing noise. I kind of had to do a thing as to do a thing. I forget. Sorry, I kind of distracted myself. Basically, I'm in the middle of recording and a Skype call kicked up. Anyway, let's just destroy that pillar because, you know, I'm feeling mean. And we're going to be getting up to the next floor, which is not entirely difficult. It's a very simple place, just three pillars and 3 pots. I just realised there were 3 pots. Anyway, there's not much to this room. We just got to move one pillar to the point where we can easily get to the next floor, or rather, to the point where we can get to the next floor, because there's no easily about it. Either do it or you don't. It's gonna be a fun one. Anyway. Yes, as you can tell, you just gotta move this pillar here, and then move it over to the left, and then move it to the north, and then move it to the east. It is so simple. It kinda gives us a bad idea of what's going to be coming up next. Now then, anyone who's played this game will know that this puzzle room is god-awful. It's... what was it? I feel like I should have... oh yeah, I did speed it up. I just remembered. No, you gotta basically move these pillars in such a way that they land onto that button. Because if you step on the button, it activates. But if you let go, it deactivates. Now then, I think here we get... no, we're not up to the speed up yet. But this thing, as you can tell, 8 pillars with very weird mechanics, and you got to move them in a way that they just land onto that button. It's not easy, let me tell you. It's a good thing this came out on the what was it, when the internet was basically coming out and such, because otherwise I would never have finished this game, because this puzzle would have just flummoxed me. This thing, well, not so much flummoxed. This thing floored me as a child. I did not know what the hell to do with it, because, you know, I didn't have any I didn't have any idea of spatial awareness. Or spatial awareness? I don't know. Basically, I didn't know where the hell things were meant to go in any sort of 3D space. As you can tell, I've already fucked up. I shouldn't have moved that pillar, because otherwise I could do this. Oh, nope, I can't, because everything's going wrong. It's kind of an unfortunate thing, isn't it? It's the annoying thing is the second attempt that I had, which I've cut out. I almost had it, but I ended up giving up because damn it, I've done it wrong. I accidentally dropped a bit too far here. It was kind of a dumb idea in retrospect. But something I've discovered as well. You can dash into the damn things and push them. It's pretty cool. Now then, we're back up here again to actually commit the proper attempt. Yeah, it took a while. Well, I think it took me like 6 minutes in total to get from discovering it to understanding how the hell you meant to do it. It's a bit, like I say, it's a bit of a difficult puzzle. You just gotta set it up all correct and such, all nice and such. But as you can tell, I'm still having a bit of trouble. But what you're meant to do is you're meant to push that pillar on the rightmost part of the left area to the right and then up. As I realise here. Then what was it? It meant to push one of the pillars on the pillar on the furthest right. Yeah, that one. To the left. I feel like I should be putting up a diagram or some shit because it's really, really complicated. Anyway, we just push that pillar to the left. Then what was it? We push it up. We break that pillar that caught it before. Then we push, what was it? The third most, what was it? The lowest pillar to the right. Then we push that pillar up. Then we push the middle pillar up to, what was it? To then hit land on the button. Now then, I wanted to do this without breaking anything, but I wasn't trusting my the pushing mechanics, so let's just break the damn thing and then get on with it. As you can see, push this here, push that there, and then push it up here. And then we've solved the puzzle. It's so amazing. In fact, it's so amazing, I had to show it off in that music extent, because I am such a genius. And I wanted to commit wanton destruction, because screw these pillars, man. They take too damn long, even for someone who's actually decent at the game. Anyway, with that, we've obtained a key, which allows us to continue on into the next area. Now, the fun part was remembering how the hell was I meant to get over there. Then I remembered. Well, not immediately, of course, because once again, it's been a while since I played this part of the game. In fact, it's been a while since I played any part of the game. We just jump down here, and we can actually jump over there. As you can see, it's not that difficult. We can continue on to the next area. This path basically leads us. I don't know why I keep doing that, but anyway, this path will lead us up to the locked doors that will allow us to, what was it? Continue on to the final pillar. The final area, as it were. I rather mistakenly thought that, oh well, this door must be open. Nope, it's locked. We gotta go up there the correct way in order to be able to access it. Kind of a silly thing. And these fucking, what was it, ramps? This is another part of why the ice physics in this game are so goddamn wonky. It's so bad. Anyway, I'm just gonna cut out the what was it? Getting out of that tower, because it's just nothing interesting happens. I think I maybe pick up some money. I don't know. But what was it? Now we're going to be exploring the central tower, or the basement of it anyway. Wow, that was some weird. What was it? I forget what the word is, but basically it was weird. Technically, I'm going to go to the middle tower, but first off, I'm going to make sure that yes, the leftmost tower is open, or the left tower is open. Anyway, I'm going to be spending like ages just trying to remember the one word that I was trying to describe there. Now, this place is a bit of a perspective nightmare. But in here we have a second key. We need one more, and then we'll be able to access the final tower. And we've just got to get out of here without, hitting ourselves on these giant spiky balls, or tiny spiky balls as well. It's kind of a weird thing. It goes pretty easily. It goes pretty well until I reach the, what was it, the second last area. Now, that spike ball is just weird. This place confused me because those spike balls moved in a fashion I was not expecting. So I ended up, of course, being knocked over. I've got to redo it. It's an irritating thing. A lot of things are things to me, apparently. I've got to probably I've gotta get better with my English language skills. Maybe start speaking Welsh. Nah, I'm worse in Welsh than I am in English. No, that thing just wanted to be front and center and just wanted to go right in my path. Hey. Good thing is it was moving slow, because otherwise I would have had trouble. Man, this spike ball just is there. It's confusing. No reason for it. Anyway, with that tower completed, we can actually go on to the next, onto the third and final tower. Technically, the one I should have gone for in the first place. But well, you know, we don't need any specific order for these things. They're cool. Now, this is another part of the game which is, what was it? In which I hate the game's inconsistencies, because these arrows, once you step on them, you can't move. As you can tell, I am completely stock down still. Is that even a way to say words? Anyway, gotta find our way across without, well, we've gotta find our way across, basically. And rather amazingly, I have accidentally stepped on the wrong panels, but it's not too difficult. Once we got there, we pretty good. And we're just gonna move this pillar here. Oh, and look, more enemies have started appearing. Now these enemies like to live in the shadows, as you can tell, and are very easily laid out with a single strike or with a single charge strike. But they are they're rather erratic and refuse to appear, and they refuse to appear until they want to appear. So, you know, I just sat waiting for a few seconds, just waiting for them to bloody appear so I can strike them. I didn't want to bother doing charge attacks on all these guys because, well, I've got a sword strong enough to kill them in 3 hits, may as well do it. Now, this, what was it? There's still one of them left. Anyway, with that done, this puzzle, well, this set of pillars is a bit of an odd one. I thought, oh, well, I'm going to need all of them to hold that platform up, because if you step on that platform, it decides gravity is a thing and suddenly falls. So we've got to get, what was it? We've got to get the pillars set up in such a way that not only are you able to get up onto that platform, which I'm already able to do, but I didn't realize it until this second. Basically, we've got to, as you can see, platform. But there's no way over unless we could get some pillars there. Isn't that just fun? I only realized this. After doing that, so you know we've got to go all the way over. Thankfully, it wasn't too difficult. But what was it? With that, we're now able to actually get across and get up to the next floor of this tower. It's not too difficult, but I wasn't able to actually see where the pillar was. I mean, you might be able to see. Nope, no, I guess you couldn't. Anyway, knowing where the pillar is now, we can easily make that jump without too much difficulty. Now then, a lot of now thanks. Sorry, I've got once again, weird English. You didn't hear that. Alright, so with that done, we can go on to the next floor. And this room is a fun one because there's one button, which would be just too easy, wouldn't it? So more buttons up here. There's buttons fucking everywhere. It's one hell of a button apocalypse. I don't know. But yeah, well, pressure switches, whatever you want to call them, they're everywhere. These spike balls aren't making it easier. I think you have the time limit as well, but with that done, we're able to go to the next floor again. And here is where more of the inconsistent design choices pop up. Okay, I really need to move all this stuff, because otherwise I'm going to keep clinking it. But yes, we gotta kill these shadow beasts first, because they just keep on attacking. Thankfully, they only take like 2 strikes before they fall over, and I just keep getting unlucky and keep hitting a different one every single time. And yes, as I say, this is where I don't like the design choices, because oh hey, these arrows, yeah, you can walk along them. Those ones though, the ones that are visibly identical, yeah, those ones will just carry you to your doom. How to tell the difference? I have no bloody clue. You're just gonna have to guess, mate. Lol. It is a catastrophe. Well, not a catastrophe. It's just dumb. And as you can tell, that puzzle was a bit odd because that thing is a bit odd. I've got to stop. I don't know if these are even puzzles anymore. They're just setups. No, but basically, we gotta get onto that platform and make a leap southwards, just so that we can actually you know, reach that treasure chest. And guess what's in the treasure chest? If you guessed a key, you'd be right. Because, well, it's a bloody key. What are you expecting? Anyway, with that done, we can finally continue on to the final area of Kline's nightmare. It's going to be an unfortunate thing, because I know what happens next, but you don't, unless you've watched ahead of the video, but, well, then you're being a cheater. You dirty cheater. Now, with that, we can finally access the final area, as I mentioned. It's not too difficult, but, yes, 3 gates. Sorry, I kind of got distracted. Once again, but yeah, we've got more of these silly arrows. At least for the most part, they're not doing much. But yes, we've now got more herbs because we are actually running low. And I don't know how I managed to pull that off. I mean, well, I'm looking the other way, but I must be able to see what's inside this treasure chest. It's a crazy thing. At the very least, this the one thing I definitely like about this stage is the music it has going for it. I mean, I like it enough that I decided to do an extend for it, or a re-extend, because the one that's on YouTube at the moment, fucking terrible. Oh, sort of terrible. It's all right, but the loop itself is just god awful. Anyway, sorry, I shouldn't let myself get distracted by that sort of stuff. And of course, this sort of stuff where the monsters just keep on attacking me. It's like, well, I can attack them, but why not just leave them alone? That's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? Got ourselves a strength power tonic, but we've already got one, so may as well use the one we've already got and get a freebie. Now, this will turn out to be a bit of a pointless gesture because guess what's ahead? Guess what's ahead? If you guessed another statue that heals you, you'd be right. And yes, we're getting into the final atrium, as it were. A statue that heals us and opens the way forward. And with this, we're met with silence. And Kline. And of course a locked door, of course, but you know, that always happens. Right, we finally managed to find Kline, but unfortunately something else has found him. Hello, beautiful. Nope, this thing is one hell of a beast. It's also known as the Soul Leech. And this thing will look to eat. This thing will look to eat whoever the hell, whatever the hell it can. Thankfully, Alundra has much better mental fortitude than Kline does. And this guy requires like 2 bomb hits every time in order to stop vacuuming, as it were. Or of course, you could just dive into its mouth and mouth-stomach type thing, and. What was it? Basically, if you leap in, it stops its vacuuming capability, but you take damage. Thankfully, though, it only hurts me for 1/10 of my health. And I don't know how many hits Kline can take, but it's better to be safe than sorry, so let's not let him get hurt, shall we? As you can tell, this guy is a real horrifying nightmare. Imagine if this is what was keeping you locked in your nightmares. It would be terrifying. I mean, this beast is very definitely the worst thing that's, definitely one of the worst things that Alundra encounters in his, dreamscape adventures. Well, I don't know what the hell the word is. But anyway, with that done, now we just gotta keep on fighting. It keeps on spitting these slimes out. And I kind of position myself in a bad way because, oh no, Kline's not meant to be there. Yeah, the best way to keep these guys from, best way to keep Kline from getting killed is to actually body block him. Now, the fun thing is, the boss itself doesn't do any contact damage, which is a first for this sort of game. But you just gotta avoid, getting caught in the vacuum, in the chest vacuum. It is fucking horrifying now that I think about it. But anyway, gonna show off the capabilities of the water magic. Unfortunately, I use it in the very smart way of, when I'm being vacuumed. It heals me for half my health, and if you were able to tell, it would have also done, ice damage. It would have summoned ice pillars that can very easily damage anything anything they hit. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. It's a dumb thing. Now, the best way to fight this thing at the moment is with bombs. Am I hinting at anything? Well, who the fuck knows? But anyway. As you can tell, still gotta kill it with bombs. Not much we can say here, really. It's it's an interesting monster, but it's very simplistic. Sometimes it shoots slimes, sometimes it won't, and it just constantly vacuums. It will always vacuum. Basically, what I'm saying is this monster fucking sucks. Especially as both considering what the hell it means in a metaphysical sense. But anyway, seriously, this thing just looks horrifying. I just noticed it had an animation there. What the fuck? I think it only had that animation whenever it spits the slimes out. How the hell did I never notice that before? Oh, that's right, because, well, I'm in the middle of trying to avoid being killed. Why the hell would I notice that sort of a thing? Now then, we're almost done with this fight. Thankfully, it decides to do the vacuum attack almost immediately. And with that, we're being told by Septimus to get the hell out, because, oh no, Kline is not in the good way. This is a terrifying thing. Unfortunately, we're told to leave before we can defeat the Soul Leech. This is not good, as you might be able to tell. It's kind of an annoying thing, because we actually managed to stop Kline from taking damage. Or Kline's mind, soul type thing from taking damage, but this is not good. He's suddenly up. Can you tell what's going to happen? Yep, if you remember Sybil's dream, turning into a werewolf. The lycanthropy is strong in this one. It's a horrifying thing. It's kind of ironic as well that Hunter is turned into, well, this. Rather amusing, he turns his clothes blue as well. And his portrait's gone. His soul truly is gone. And yet we got one final fight as well. It's thankfully it's not difficult, but what I find rather morbid is that the villagers are keeping me and Kline, or Alundra and Kline, in this central square, as it were, until someone falls over. What I find really confusing, Ronan and Giles there are just sort of there. They're not blocking anything. They're just watching. They want to see the bloodshed. Fucking maniacs, man. I didn't want to heal because, well, I felt it would have been unfair. I don't know why, but I guess I'm a sucker for fair fights as such. I do almost die as well, but thankfully, I'm better at dodging than he is. And yep, this is the end. This is the end of the fight, and unfortunately, the end of Kline. We get a tasteful fade to white as the music starts. Yet another death in the... what was it? Yet another death caused by the horrible nightmares. What I find... what was it? What I find interesting is that everyone's starting to realize what's going on now. They seem to think that strength is what can help stop these nightmares. No, it's mental fortitude, man. You gotta be fucking intelligent, like. And it becomes more apparent in a couple of episodes, but pretty much we got bad times ahead. Anyway, with this, everyone is mourning, and the religious guys walk off. Seemingly, well, we don't even know what's going on there, but they didn't seem to care too much for what happened. I really should be talking more into the microphone because it looks like that's a little quieter. Anyway, my apologies. Anyway, with that done, it's the dawn of a new day. Almost the dawn of a new day. We get another small recap of what's going on as people start realizing that these horrid nightmares can actually affect people in a physical sense as well as a mental sense. And it's causing an unfortunate decline in the, population of the village. And yep, Maya is once again being, a doomsayer, as it were. But with that done, with the wake-up call, yep, once again, Jess has been driven to build something new. Or create a new item for us. Or for anyone to use. Technically it's for us, but whatever. It could be for us, it could be for someone else. But yes, we get a new weapon, the bow and arrow. Which he will now explain to us in great detail, sort of. Well, not really. It's basically just a bow and arrow similar to Kline's. We probably could have got Kline's one, but that was Kline's. That would be kind of rude to loot a dead body. Anyway, with this, after the sad moment, we get an amazing chime as we're given, you know, the hunter's bow. But with this, we now have a new weapon. It's amazing. We're getting, and once again, we're getting more hints of what to do next. And then this next area is, oh boy, it's a doozy. Let's just say that. But with the new bow, we get a little description here. It's literally just the same. I like how it says that as well. It contains his soul. But it's just a bow and arrow. It's weaker than it's about as strong as the dagger, but it has good range. It can hit switches, and you don't have to worry about enemies getting into your reach. And now then, with this done, we're ending this video for the time being. Sorry about it being late, you know, real life things being what they are. And we are going to be, I hope, what was it? I hope you have enjoyed this, and I hope you look forward to the next episode, where we're going to be exploring a swampy, well, a swamp, really, it's crazy.